Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another DB2 SQL function, which is stddev underscore SAMP. In full form, we can say standard deviation, sample standard deviation. So whenever there is a need to calculate the sample standard deviation, in that case, you can utilize this function. Now there are two ways to use this function. One way is by creating the SQLRPGLE program. So inside SQLRPGLE program, you can easily utilize this function, and other way is to use through the query. I will show you both the ways. Firstly, we will go with the program. So in program, what I'm doing, first of all, we declared the constant as we always declare this constant for the query verification purpose. So this time also we have declared this SQL state underscore valid with 5 times zeros, and then below to this we have declared one variable, result variable of zone 4. It is up to you, like if you would like to change the data type according to the results, then you can, but for now I'm just going with the zone 4. Afterward, we have set the commitment control as a star none. This is optional thing, like if you want to skip these 3 lines, then you can. And actual query we are running here. So what we are doing here, we just noted down exec SQL, which is for execute SQL, select stddev underscore samp. So what it will do, it will calculate the sample standard deviation for column monthly salary, and then the output would be stored into the host variable result. You can see this is a host variable started with colon, so it will store the value into this host variable result, and this data is coming from table 1. Clear? So overall, what is the syntax is quite simple. You just need to write the function name, which is stddev underscore samp. Inside parenthesis you can pass any column for which you want to calculate the sample standard deviation, and then whatever the output you will receive by this query will be stored into the host variable result. Now before printing this result directly, we will firstly verify the query. So here I'm checking if SQL state is equals to SQL state underscore valid, then display result, else display SQL state with a message query ended with an error, and if INLR on. So let's quickly compile this program. So if I compile it, you can see it is printing 1134. Okay, so this is a sample standard deviation for the value which we have stored inside the monthly salary column. Now I will show you over the normal SQL query. So firstly I will show you the actual data. So I'm running this query, select star from Sharmit1 slash table 1. Now if I hit enter, there are multiple columns. So for now we are using this column, which is monthly salary, for calculating the standard deviation. So what it will do, it will calculate the sample standard deviation. In our previous session we discussed about the standard deviation, but this time we are using sample standard deviation function. So the query where I'm using here is like this: select stddev underscore samp for monthly salary. So it will calculate the sample standard deviation for monthly salary and store it into the here we are not storing it, right? We are just displaying it. So I'm using this alias name as stddev sample from table 1. Okay, so it will print the output like this, 1.134. But if you in program, you see that it was printing the 1134 only, not the decimal. So that's why I told you, if you would like to change your data type, you can, but for now I just printed like this. So this is the actual value which we are getting for the entire column as a sample standard deviation. So yeah, these are the two ways. One way is to creating the SQLRPGLE program to retrieve the sample standard deviation for a particular column, and another way is to use this query as we are using here. Okay, both method will work. So yeah, that's all for this session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.